Caitlin Clark just surprised Sophie Cunningham with $25 million Nike deal. Just watch her reaction. Nobody expected what happened when Caitlin Clark walked into that private meeting room carrying news that would change her teammate's life forever. Sophie Cunningham, who had spent years grinding in the WNBA, earning modest endorsement deals while watching male athletes sign contracts worth more than her entire career earnings, was about to receive the shock of her professional life. The moment when generational wealth meets genuine friendship, when superstar influence transforms into life-changing opportunity, and when the power of women's basketball reaches heights nobody thought possible. But how did Clark manage to orchestrate such a massive deal for her teammate? What does this mean for the future of women's sports endorsements? The ripple effects from this unprecedented moment could reshape how female athletes approach brand partnerships and team loyalty in ways that extend far beyond basketball. WNBA player endorsement deals have historically been significantly smaller than those available to male professional athletes, reflecting the league's smaller commercial footprint and limited media exposure compared to men's professional basketball. Most WNBA players earn endorsement income measured in thousands rather than millions of dollars. Sophie Cunningham, currently playing for the Phoenix Mercury, represents a typical WNBA veteran in terms of endorsement opportunities. As a solid role player and fan favorite known for her three-point shooting and competitive intensity, she has secured modest sponsorship deals that supplement her WNBA salary. The endorsement landscape for women's basketball players includes partnerships with athletic apparel companies, local businesses, and specialized women's sports brands that focus on the growing market for female athletic products and services. These deals typically involve much smaller financial commitments than major male athlete endorsements. Most WNBA players work with smaller brands or regional companies rather than major international corporations, partly due to the league's historically limited television exposure and commercial reach. Questions arise about how the recent growth in women's basketball popularity might be changing these dynamics. Sports marketing experts note that the endorsement market for female athletes has been expanding as women's sports gain more mainstream attention and commercial viability, creating new opportunities for players who can capitalize on increased visibility and fan engagement. Caitlin Clark's entry into professional basketball has fundamentally altered the endorsement landscape for women's basketball players, demonstrating commercial value that previously seemed impossible for female athletes in team sports. Her deals have set new precedents for what's possible in women's sports marketing. Clark's Nike partnership, reportedly worth millions of dollars over multiple years, represents one of the largest endorsement deals ever signed by a women's basketball player. The deal includes signature shoe development, apparel lines, and marketing campaigns that reflect her status as a transformative figure in the sport. The commercial success of Clark's endorsements has been driven by her ability to generate television viewership, social media engagement, and fan interest that rivals many male professional athletes. Her games consistently draw audiences that exceed typical WNBA viewership by substantial margins. Nike's investment in Clark reflects broader recognition that women's sports represent untapped commercial opportunities as fan bases grow and corporate America becomes more interested in associating with female athletes who can drive brand engagement and product sales. The success of Clark's endorsement deals has created new possibilities for other women's basketball players as brands recognize that the sport's growing popularity creates opportunities for partnerships with players who can reach engaged and expanding audiences. Sophie Cunningham has established herself as a valuable role player in the WNBA since being drafted by the Phoenix Mercury in 2019. Standing 6 feet 1 inch in and known for her three-point shooting ability and competitive fire, she has become a fan favorite and reliable contributor for one of the league's most successful franchises. Cunningham averaged 8.2 points per game during the 2024 WNBA season, while shooting 37.8% from three-point range, demonstrating the specialized skills that make her valuable to teams seeking reliable outside shooting and veteran leadership. Her performance consistency has made her a trusted player in crucial game situations. Beyond her on-court contributions, Cunningham has developed a strong social media presence and fan following that reflects her personality and approachable public image. Her authenticity and engagement with fans have created marketing appeal that extends beyond pure basketball performance metrics. Her college career at Missouri included productive seasons that showcased her shooting ability and competitive character. Though she didn't receive the level of national attention that current players like Clark have generated through their collegiate success and media coverage. The combination of solid professional performance, engaging personality, and growing fan recognition creates endorsement potential that may have been undervalued in previous eras of women's basketball marketing. Particularly as the sport's commercial appeal continues expanding, the marketing landscape for women's sports has undergone dramatic transformation in recent years, driven by increased television coverage, social media engagement, and corporate recognition that female athletes can generate significant brand value. And consumer engagement. Traditional approaches to women's sports marketing focused on smaller specialized brands that specifically targeted female consumers or niche markets. This limited scope reflected assumptions about audience size and commercial viability that are being challenged by recent growth in women's sports popularity. The success of female athletes in individual sports like tennis and golf has provided models for team sport athletes seeking to build personal brands and secure endorsement deals that reflect their value and marketability rather than historical precedents for women's team sport endorsements. Social media platforms have democratized athlete marketing by allowing players to build direct relationships with fans and demonstrate their personalities and interests beyond their athletic performance. This direct engagement creates value for brands seeking authentic connections with consumers. Corporate marketing strategies have evolved to recognize that associating with female athletes can help brands reach engaged audiences while demonstrating commitment to gender equality and women's empowerment, creating business value beyond traditional advertising metrics. Nike has historically been selective in its investments in women's basketball endorsements. Though the company has increased its commitment to the sport as commercial opportunities have grown and the league has gained mainstream attention and credibility, the athletic apparel giant's partnership with Caitlin Clark represents a significant investment in women's basketball that reflects recognition of the sport's growing commercial potential and Clark's unique ability to generate fan interest and brand engagement. Nike's women's basketball strategy includes developing products specifically designed for female athletes and consumers. Recognizing that women's basketball gear and apparel represent distinct market opportunities that require specialized design and marketing approaches, the company's investment in signature shoe development for women's basketball players has been limited compared to men's basketball. Though Clark's deal reportedly includes plans for signature footwear that could establish new precedents for female athlete shoe partnerships, questions arise about how Nike's increased investment in women's basketball might influence competitor brands to pursue similar partnerships, and whether the success of current deals will lead to expanded investment across the league and sport. Elite athletes often possess influence that extends beyond their own endorsement opportunities to include the ability to create opportunities for teammates, friends, and other players within their sports and organizations. This influence can be particularly powerful when deployed strategically. Caitlin Clark's commercial success and brand relationships have created leverage that she could theoretically use to benefit other players, whether through direct advocacy for teammates or by demonstrating the broader commercial potential of women's basketball that benefits all players. The concept of superstar athletes using their platform to elevate others has precedence in various sports where established stars have advocated for teammates or used their influence to create opportunities that might not have otherwise existed for role players or younger athletes. Team chemistry and personal relationships often influence how superstars choose to use their platform and influence. Players who develop genuine friendships and mutual respect may be more likely to advocate for each other's success, both on and off the court. Sports marketing experts note that brands value access to multiple athletes within successful teams or sports, creating opportunities for star players to potentially package deals or advocate for teammates as part of broader partnership arrangements. The potential for significantly larger endorsement deals represents transformative financial opportunities for WNBA players whose league salaries are substantially lower than those available in men's professional basketball and most other major professional sports. WNBA salary structures include maximum contracts that are significantly below what elite players might earn in international leagues or through endorsement opportunities, making brand partnerships crucial for players seeking to maximize their earning potential during their careers. The financial security provided by major endorsement deals can influence career decisions, allowing players to focus on basketball performance rather than financial concerns, while also providing long-term security that extends beyond their playing careers. Tax implications and financial management become increasingly important as endorsement values increase, requiring players to work with financial advisors and tax professionals to optimize their earnings and plan for post-career financial security. The potential for life-changing endorsement deals could influence how players approach their careers, public image, and brand development as they recognize the financial opportunities available through strategic marketing partnerships and personal brand building. Professional sports teams operate as complex social and professional environments where player relationships can significantly influence team chemistry, performance, and individual career development. Positive relationships often create opportunities for mutual support and advancement. The Phoenix Mercury's team culture has historically emphasized veteran leadership and player development, creating an environment where experienced players mentor younger teammates and support each other's professional growth both on and off the court. Caitlin Clark's relationship with Mercury players, particularly during her rookie season, has been characterized by mutual respect and professional support. Despite the competitive intensity that defines professional basketball at the highest levels, team success often depends on players' willingness to support each other's individual success while maintaining focus on collective goals and championship pursuits. This balance requires mature leadership and strong organizational culture. Questions arise about how major endorsement disparities between teammates might affect team dynamics and whether players with larger commercial opportunities have responsibilities to support teammates' brand development and financial opportunities. Significant endorsement deals for women's basketball players have implications that extend beyond individual financial benefits to include broader effects on the sport's commercial viability, media coverage, and cultural perception. The demonstration that women's basketball players can secure major endorsement deals encourages increased investment from brands, media companies, and other commercial partners who recognize the sport's growing commercial potential and engaged fan base. Young female athletes. Observing professional players securing significant endorsement deals may be encouraged to pursue basketball careers with greater confidence about the financial opportunities available at the professional level. The success of women's basketball endorsements can influence investment and attention directed toward other women's sports, creating a positive cycle where success in one sport contributes to broader growth across women's professional athletics. Media coverage of major women's sports endorsement deals helps normalize the concept of female athletes as valuable commercial partners, challenging historical assumptions about the marketability and commercial appeal of women's sports. Modern endorsement deals increasingly emphasize social media presence and digital engagement as key components of athlete marketing value. Players' ability to connect with fans through digital platforms has become crucial for brand partnerships. Sophie Cunningham's social media presence includes authentic engagement with fans that demonstrates personality and relatability, creating value for brands seeking to connect with consumers through genuine athlete partnerships rather than traditional advertising approaches. The measurement of social media success includes metrics like engagement rates, follower growth, and content sharing that provide brands with quantifiable data about athlete marketing effectiveness and audience reach. Cross-platform content creation has become standard for athlete endorsement deals, requiring players to produce content across multiple social media platforms while maintaining authentic voice and connection with their audience. Sports marketing experts note that social media success can be more predictive of endorsement value than traditional performance metrics as brands prioritize athletes who can demonstrably reach and engage with target consumer audiences. The international market for women's basketball continues expanding as the sport gains popularity worldwide, creating opportunities for WNBA players to build global brand recognition and secure endorsement deals with international companies. European and Asian markets have shown increasing interest in women's basketball, particularly as international players achieve success in the WNBA and help build fan bases in their home countries that follow league action and player development. Global brands seeking to reach diverse international markets may find value in partnerships with women's basketball players who can help them connect with engaged audiences across multiple countries and cultural contexts. The growth of women's basketball internationally creates opportunities for players to develop endorsement relationships that extend beyond the traditional U.S. market, potentially increasing the financial value and scope of available partnerships. Questions arise about how WNBA players might leverage international opportunities while maintaining focus on domestic league success, and whether global brand partnerships might influence career planning and team selection decisions. The growth of endorsement opportunities for women's basketball players may influence how the WNBA structures player contracts, salary caps, and revenue sharing as the league adapts to increased commercial value and player earning potential. Collective bargaining negotiations between players in the league may need to address how endorsement income affects salary cap calculations and whether players should share endorsement revenue as part of league revenue sharing agreements. The potential for significant endorsement disparities between players could influence free agency decisions and team-building strategies, as franchises consider players' commercial value alongside their on-court contributions. Agent representation and contract negotiation may become increasingly important for WNBA players as endorsement opportunities grow and require specialized expertise to maximize value and manage complex partnership arrangements. Legal and contractual considerations surrounding endorsement deals may require updates to standard player contracts and league policies to address conflicts of interest, exclusivity arrangements, and other commercial considerations. The evolution of endorsement opportunities in women's basketball represents a broader transformation in how female athletes are valued commercially and what financial opportunities are available to elite women's sports competitors. The success of current endorsement deals will likely influence increased investment from brands, media companies, and other commercial partners who recognize the growing commercial potential of women's basketball and its engaged fan base. Young female athletes watching current professional players secure significant endorsement deals may be encouraged to pursue basketball careers with greater confidence about the financial rewards available at the professional level. The precedents being established through current high-value women's basketball endorsements may influence how other women's sports approach marketing and brand partnerships as they seek to capitalize on growing interest in female athletics. Sports analysts wonder whether the current growth in women's basketball endorsements represents a sustainable trend or a temporary surge related to specific players and circumstances, and how the market might evolve as the sport continues developing. If you're as excited about these endorsement developments as we are, go ahead and like this video. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think superstar athletes should use their influence to help teammates secure better deals? How important are endorsements for the growth of women's professional sports? We want to hear your perspective on how brand partnerships are changing women's basketball. Then hit subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss our coverage of the evolving landscape of women's sports marketing and endorsement opportunities. Thanks for watching.